The world's different now, but not in the way we hoped. Somewhere along the line, the light dimmed. Things feel heavier, more robotic, less alive. And if you're being honest with yourself, you've probably felt it too, like the color drained out of the everyday, like you're just moving through it all. Each year we say the same thing, this is gonna be my year. No, for real this time, except it wasn't in 2023, it wasn't in 2024, and guess what? It won't magically be in 2025 either, unless you do something different. So, here's my offer. Give me a few minutes of your time and I'll help you snap out of the loop. I'm not here to give you a hype speech or feed you feel-good quotes. Motivation? That's like drinking soda when you're dying of thirst. Temporary. Hollow. What I'm offering is clarity, a new lens, a blueprint, and maybe a slap in the face if that's what it takes. Let's be real for a second. You've been trying, or at least you've convinced yourself that you have. Maybe you started waking up early for a week. Maybe you read half a book and called it getting into reading. Or maybe you wrote your goals on a vision board, stared at it for 5 minutes, then got distracted by notifications. But trying isn't the same as committing. It's not even close. It's easy to claim you're on your grind when life isn't pushing back. It's easy to talk about chasing dreams when you're not sacrificing anything for them. But when it gets uncomfortable, when it gets boring, that's when people start to fold. And that might be where you've been stuck. You're not failing because life's unfair, although yeah, life is unfair. You're failing because deep down you're waiting for life to adjust to you. For the right vibe, the right mood, the right Monday, but that day never comes. Here's the truth. You have to move first. You align yourself with your goals, not the other way around. And where does that alignment begin? Your time. We've all said it before, I don't have time, but that's a lie. You do, you just don't use it wisely. You had time to scroll social media for 2 hours. You had time to binge a show you've already seen twice. You had time to sit in bed, spiraling in your head about all the things you haven't done. You had the time. You just didn't take control of it. Let's do the math, 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep 8 hours. Work or study another 8. You've still got 8 hours left. Now ask yourself, genuinely, what are you doing with them? If your answer is vague or embarrassing, then congratulations. You've found the root of the problem, and in this era, you have no excuse. We are living in the most information-rich time in human history. Anything you want to learn, do, build, create, improve, it's all right there. Want to get fit? There are apps, workouts, and communities ready to back you. Want to launch a side hustle? AI tools, templates, tutorials, free. Want to learn something completely new? YouTube, Skillshare, Coursera, even TikTok if you curate your feed, have endless content. The internet isn't your enemy. Your screen isn't the problem. You are, if you don't use them intentionally. Your phone is either your best tool or your biggest distraction. Treat it like a toy, and it'll play you. Treat it like a weapon, and it'll sharpen you. But tools aren't enough. Tools need systems. Saying I want to save money sounds good, but how? Are you tracking your spending? Are you automating your savings? Or are you just hoping your balance doesn't shock you at the end of the month? Same with health, same with studying, same with habits. Goals mean nothing without systems. Systems are what keep you consistent when you're not feeling it. They're the boring routines that actually move the needle. They're your structure, your scaffolding, your fallback plan when your motivation ghosts you. The gym schedule, the calendar reminders, the budget spreadsheet, the habit tracker. They aren't glamorous, but they work. And the people who win, they're not more gifted than you, they just stick to the system even when no one's clapping. Now let's talk about the ugly word no one wants to hear, the grind. Yeah, I get it, it's overused, romanticized, turned into a meme, but strip away the noise and here's the raw truth. Most of what leads to success is boring. It's waking up when your bed feels perfect. It's doing reps when no one's watching. It's saying no to comfort so you can say yes to progress. It's showing up, again, and again, and again. You don't grind because it feels good. You grind because it's required. But here's the thing, this doesn't mean you have to do it the old school way. You don't need to hustle in silence and hate your life. The world has changed. Tech exists. Opportunities are everywhere. Leverage them. Start a faceless business. Automate your workflow. Use AI to speed up learning. Build smart, not just hard, but don't fool yourself. None of that matters if you don't start, and don't confuse consuming content with making moves. Watching self-help videos isn't progress. Reading motivational quotes isn't momentum. You're not learning, you're delaying. Don't be a professional consumer of change. Be a participant in your own transformation. But here's where most people mess up. They're obsessed with balance, work-life balance, mental balance, spiritual balance. And listen, balance is beautiful, eventually. But in the early stages of chasing something worthwhile, balance is a luxury. If you're building, if you're growing, if you're climbing, you have to let things go. You have to prioritize like your life depends on it, because in a very real way, it does. You won't become who you want to be by fitting your goals into the cracks of your day. They have to be the foundation, not the leftover. That means making real choices. Saying no to things that don't serve you, blocking distractions like your dream is on the line, because it is. Giving up comfort in the short term, so you can build a life you don't need to escape from. And the final piece? The question that haunts most of us, are you actually trying, or just pretending to try? Because saying I'm trying is easy. But if we put your actions on mute, no captions, no explanations, would anyone watching believe that? Would you believe it? There's a massive difference between occasional effort and consistent effort. One gets you flashes of progress, the other rewires your life. So be brutally honest with yourself. Are you really doing the work, or just playing dress up with discipline? I'm not saying this as someone who's perfect, I'm not. But I can tell you this, I stopped waiting for life to bless me with change. I stopped fantasizing and started building. And because of that, I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been. If I can do it, what's stopping you? You're not less capable. You're not less worthy. You're just one decision away. This isn't a motivational moment. This is a reminder. You don't need to wait for another January, another Monday, another excuse. You can choose today, but if you don't, if you ignore this, we'll be here again next year having this exact same talk. So ask yourself, are you going to keep saying next year will be different, or are you finally going to make this year yours? The world might still be gray, but you don't have to be. You've got the spark, you've got the tools, you've got the time, you just have to use them. So what's it going to be?